Hi guys, it's April and we're here to start the Little Mermaid today, at least one of the Little Mermaid pages. I decided that since I had so much fun with watercolor on the last image that I'm going to start with watercolor on this image. I'm going to try something a little bit different. We're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to base a lot of this down with just hopefully a quick swath of watercolor because these pages can't handle a lot of color. So I'm going to attempt some things. I've got over here, I've got some Albrecht Durer watercolor markers. These are from Faber-Castell. And then I have a few of the Zig Clean Color Real brushes, which are also a water-based watercolor brush pen by Kirtaki. And so you can see I've kind of leaned into these blues and these blue greens. We're going to kind of mold and play with them. Underneath the page, I have a piece of what's actually technically like decorative glass for a centerpiece, but I use it as whatever I need it for my art projects. And then I have just this, what is this? Protector sheet that I'll be using to, the markers I'm not planning on using directly right on the paper. I'm going to put some of the color on here and pick it up with some brushes. At least that's how I'm playing this out because I want to water these down before they hit the paper because I can't necessarily wet the paper a lot. So that's how it's going in my brain. I'm going to stop talking and I'm just going to do it and we're going to see how this goes. But otherwise, like I said, I don't have like the perfect picture in my head of what I want to do with this. So I'm playing around. I think I want to start with a bigger swath of colors. So I'm going to grab some of this cobalt green and I think some of this cobalt turquoise. And I'll pull in some of these blues afterwards. But I kind of want to get a feel of what I am doing first, if that makes sense. So I do have a thing of water over there that I will be using. And let's see. Okay, I'm gonna wet the brush a little bit, but I don't want it to remain too wet. I'm gonna come through, I'm gonna pick up some of the color, then can't say I have a rhyme or reason. Right now it's just about getting that first pass of color down. Ooh, brush was too dry for that. And yes, I'm going over the fish a little bit, but I do plan on finishing a lot of this with colored pencil. I think I'm going to need to get a second paper towel so I can clean off my palette. Okay. Not adding too much water yet. I want to add some more of the greenish cobalt. And I think the trick to doing this is going to be letting it dry a bit between each part. Okay, I'm going to do something. Okay. And that'll move a little bit more when I add water to it again. I'm going to give it a second, let it dry a bit, and then I'm going to move on to some of the darker blues. I can get my fingers under this glass. There we go. Okay, so let's start with our two decently dark blues. This is a dark indigo and an indanthrine blue. I'm actually going to use a smaller brush this time. I don't know if I got enough water on that. Hi, welcome. Just in time to see the chaos start. Yeah, I think we'll do another round of both the indigo and the indanthrine. See if I can move this over a little bit. Did I just do the indanthrine twice? Of course I did. That's fine. Oops, got a little bit of the blue on the second page. Was not my intent. I will admit, I am not the most careful painter. What are you growling at, Albie Bear? They're in their own yard. But thank you for letting me know that they're there. Okay. I don't know if I want to use the other two blues. I'll let that dry a touch. You're doing okay so far. Well, I did want to. I have these zigs. I said I wasn't going to put these directly on the paper. Okay, yeah, let's start by not putting them on the paper. But I might. I might change my mind. This, by the way, was turquoise green. I think I forgot to say that. Just kind of hitting around the areas that have this kelp or seaweed or whatever you want to call it. I also have this, what is this one? Prussian green. We're still looking good. There's a couple spots where I think I want to kind of just let things dry a second. I feel like I need to put on hold music. Kind of just push it a little bit. Could get the dryer out. Yeah, some of those corners are feeling a little wet. I suppose. What can I do while we're waiting? I don't necessarily want to do more on this picture yet, because that might back us up into a corner I don't want to be. Always the thing about doing these really wet base coloring. There we go. I'm wondering, we did a whole bunch of work down here, so I'm wondering if this is, what color is this one? This is Cobalt Blue. What happens if we immediately go in and we go whoosh? Okay, that doesn't spread nearly as well as I would like it to. I had to try it. you, Albie Bear. You made a life choice. Yeah. I am so hard on brushes. This is just kind of the base layer. Not trying to take anything too serious yet. But it's definitely messy as heck. So you're welcome for that. It got a little too dark up there. Get all the use I can out of the inks. Okay, yes, that is going to be my base. Problem is, I don't want to work on anywhere that I just covered with watercolor. Just yet. Oh, see, I got a little too aggressive right there. What I was trying to avoid. It's not bad though. That's something I could definitely cover up when I color this page. So it could be worse. But yeah, I put that watercolor marker straight on the page and I shouldn't have. So that was my little test. Get this out of the way. Okay. Have to pin both sides down for now. Maybe I can start with her hair. Let me go get my colored pencils real quick. Definitely know I want to give her an auburn hair. Question is, how do I want to mix it to get it? Question is, do I already have a recipe that I've used someplace else that I can use here or not? So that is what I'm going to I don't. Not one that looks like what I'm thinking. Okay. Give me a quick second. Just need to find good reference. Kind of give me a gauge of where I want to hit the different undertones and things. A lot of these are leaning a little more brown than I want. Because I think to pop on all these blue greens, I want to do Something a little brighter. That leans. Yeah, something, I don't know if you can see that. So, thinking on those tones. Definitely gonna come over here and probably grab Holbein 93. But I also want something over here, so maybe Holbein 54. That'll give some brighter notes to it, but not lean like super red. Still have some brown undertones, but I still want something in the dark realm. Like a deep brown that leans a little red, so maybe Polychromos 176. I opened right to it. And do I want to have at least for the highlight something that's like a poppy kind of, it's probably going to lean more into the orange red colors. I don't want to lean too far. Wondering if I want 28 and 118. So that's Polychromos 118. And these are colors that I'm going to be very careful with. And then what is that? Holbein 28. Oh no, where is my 28 card? Oh no, it's gone missing. Well, that's not good. Gonna have to make another one? That's weird. I put everything back. Oh, no. I have not. Go figure. Okay, so now I have to pull these colors out. So those are the Polychromos and those are the Holbeins. Start with Polychromos, what, 176, which is Van Dyke Brown. And then we've got 117, which is light cadmium red. then Holbein, we've got 93, which is mahogany. We have 54. It'd be easier to start with 28. Question is, where is my 54? 7, 80. Ah, there it is. 54, which is light red. There we go. That will be hold on. This is hard to do with my one finger being wrapped. Okay. Hello, welcome. I didn't see you come in. So welcome. Okay. At least gonna give this a little bit of a start. Not used to having these on this side. Don't know if I like it. Maybe I'll still have them over here. Can I fit those in? For some reason, I always end up choosing pictures that are on the right side of page spreads. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 176. Oh, okay. Okay, that's skin. That is not hair. Pay attention to what you are doing. Okay, I'm just going to do this section right here to kind of test out how I really want this hair to start coming together. Aw, dang it. Will admit, my grip is not the greatest right now. Oh no, I don't know where that went. You hear a loud crash, it's just me falling on my head. Oh, fudge. Totally destroyed that tip, and I don't know where it went. Well, fiddlesticks. I have to resharpen that again. 90, 95% complete? That's like almost done, but I understand. Sometimes, yeah, you just get so frustrated or grumpy at least I do. I'm like, I'm gonna walk away from this. Okay, let's sharpen this. Not drop it this time. Oh, I am all kinds of failing today. slowly building up that color. Some of that'll have to be blended out when I figure out how to do the water. It's a pretty decent start. Oops. Clean that up, but just a touch. Didn't mean to get over into that headpiece. I need this one. 54. Yeah. So I'm going to do that on the rest of this. And I think that'll pop. And then I'll use some of the, the water tones to make it look like this part is underwater like it is. That's why I left this a little lighter and I didn't varnish it in like I did a lot of this stuff up there. And then I'll get that fade into the water a little more crisp and clear, or unclear, depending on how you want to look at it. More refined. There you go. But I think, because I don't want to start on another section, it's going to take me longer than I've got time for today. But it starts to give you an idea of where I'm thinking about going with this piece. I'm also thinking about the the fish being more of that goldfish color so that they pop out. And I need to get some references for what different color coral and um, seashells, some of that can be. Also need to decide what color eyes I want to give her. Do I want to go like sea colors, or do I want to go like amber or like red? Those are some things I need to think about. I haven't fully made up my mind. Like most of these pieces that I do for Kerby, I haven't fully figured out the whole concept of this piece in my head. So I'm starting with the elements that I feel most comfortable with. Question is, do I want to do the goldfish or the fish or whatever just all in colored pencil, or do I want to give them a little bit of a color base first? I think I'm going to leave it for now. I think this is where I'm going to end it. I know it doesn't it doesn't look like I did much at this point. But it is the start. We mostly did that base for what the water is going to be eventually. All these. I'm surprised I only used one of the zigs, but that's okay. So I think next time I'm going to, of course, finish off her hair, at least get as far on her hair as I can. And maybe I'll start. Do I want to start? Do I? Okay, so when I'm building out this, do I want to do the top part and then whatever I color up here, do what I'm thinking for the reverse down here? So that I can get some kind of almost mirror happening as I'm coloring? I don't know. Maybe. Something to think about. But I am definitely going to focus on our hair next time. And maybe move on to her darker version or possibly the seaweed. I don't know. I'm just going to follow wherever my desires lead me. But I do want to thank all of you guys for coming and joining me today as I slowly figure out what I want to do with this piece. It's going to come together. So don't judge it just yet. This is just the beginning. I do hope I will see you guys again. I am on and off debating on if I am going to stream on Monday. It depends on what my day ends up looking like, but for sure next weekend Same time, same place. Might be a little earlier, but I'll let you know. But I do hope I will see you guys on the next stream, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.